This starts
auditor
out
doesn't
like
owe
any
them
other
comfort.
routine audit,
They owe
but
him
it turns into
respect
one of
for
the
his
most
rights.
blatant abuses of
I'm gonna
police
say to
power
you,
you'll see
right,
this year.
one thing.
A man
If
peacefully
if what
filming
I'm doing
outside
is
a police
legal,
station is suddenly detained
no,
under the
but if it's
Terrorism
legal-
Act.
If it's legal, it's
Yeah,
not a matter
you heard
of
that right.
what you just
Terrorism.
said to me. It's a legal activity.
The sergeant doesn't
so
have
therefore
probable
I
cause,
can
no
do it.
threat, no
So-
suspicious
so by your
object,
explanation
just a
to
camera
me,
and a confident citizen.
It makes sense.
What follows isn't
but
just
it's
an
also a legal
unlawful
activity,
stop.
so you've got
It's
to
a textbook
respect that
lesson in
I can do
overreach,
it.
intimidation, and ignorance of the very law officers are
That's the
supposed to
conversation, and
uphold.
it'll go round.
Watch closely, because every move in this exchange reveals how
Well,
power
I've just
gets
given you my
misused
answer.
when people don't know their rights. Let's break it down.
Most blatant misuses of police power in recent memory. Yardley Ski was outside a police station calmly filming a social experiment for his channel. Instead of respecting the law, a sergeant escalated, detaining and even searching him under Terrorism Act with zero lawful grounds. Yardley knew his rights, stayed calm, challenged the abuse, and later secured a payout for this unlawful detention. This isn't just about one stop, it's a masterclass in knowing your rights, holding authority accountable, and exposing institutional failure. Let's get straight into it.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just concentrating on the filming. Okay. Yeah, can I just take your numbers, please? Are you filming me?
We are, yeah.
Yeah, you are now. Yeah. Yeah. Can I?
You can take the numbers, mate. 3406.
Thank you very much.
We've only come out.
Can I take your number, please?
3026, and I'm the sergeant, Scott Manning.
You're the sergeant. Okay, thank you very much.
What's happening then? What are we doing today?
Just filming in public. Yeah.
But why around a police station? Because obviously, with it being a premises with police officers inside.
Is this a colleague as well?
Yes.
Yeah, you've come to engage with me? Yeah.
We're in 24252.
All right, thank you very much. Sorry.
But with it being a police, where police are,
yeah,
there's obviously a level of security that we'd be concerned about.
Okay.
Do you not agree with that?
My comment will be no, I don't agree with it. Although, yes, I agree that you should come out and engage with me. That's perfectly fine.
That's what we're doing, isn't
it?
Yeah,
no, that's fine.
Yeah. Why a police station?
Well, it's a social experiment that I'm doing.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Explain exactly what that means.
Well, I don't have to explain. I mean, don't answer me like that. I mean, if we're gonna have a conversation.
Can I ask you what your social experiment is then, please?
Okay. Well, there's been some abuse around people filming in public, and the police have abused powers. Yeah, and because they've abused powers, am I legally right to be standing on this pathway filming you?
Yeah.
Well then, so basically that's what it is. It's to see what sort of interaction I'm going to get by doing a legal activity. Yeah.
Okay. Do you not see, from the point of view of the police officers, that the vulnerability for us when we're coming in and out, and so not everyone's going to know who you are.
Fair enough.
And immediately that's going to maybe cause them some concern. Do you not think you have some sort of civil duty to try and sort of help the police to be able to feel a little bit more comfortable coming in and out of the police building?
Okay.
He explained
Notice how the sergeant subtly flips the script
even
here,
under pressure,
asking if
but
the
because
auditor
he
has
wouldn't give
a
his
civil
name and
duty
wouldn't stop,
to make
they're
officers feel
rewriting
comfortable.
history. This
That's a
video proves
psychological
otherwise.
play, not a legal argument. Under Article 10 of the Human Rights Act, filming in public is fully protected. The officer's comfort isn't a legal metric. What's really happening is a soft coercion attempt, an effort to make the citizen justify a lawful act. But the auditor stays grounded and polite, refusing to take the bait. What do you think? Should citizens ever have to reassure armed officers that they're allowed to use their own rights?
The sergeant asks if the auditor feels a civil duty to make officers feel comfortable. This is manipulation right out of the gate. Article 10 of the Human Rights Act protects the freedom of expression, which includes filming in public. There is zero legal requirement to identify yourself or justify lawful behaviour because it makes police feel nervous. The auditor doesn't owe them comfort, they owe him respect for his rights.
I'm gonna say to you, right, one thing. If what I'm doing is legal,
no, I haven't asked you if it's
no,
legal.
but if it's legal, it's not a matter of what you just said to me. It's a legal activity, so therefore I can do it. So by your explanation to me, it makes sense.
Yeah.
but it's also a legal activity. So you've got to respect that I can do it.
At no point have I said that you can't.
No, I know you haven't,
So I asked you a
but that's the
question,
conversation, and
is
it'll
it the
go
question that
round.
you refuse to answer, that you don't feel that you've got.
Do I
some
have to
sort of-
answer it?
No, absolutely
Well,
not.
I've just given you my answer. I
haven't.
did. I just said to you that because it's a legal activity and I can do it, from what you just said, negates it being a legal activity.
Not at
If
any
it was
point.
unlawful,
Not at any
then you
point.
can turn around and say, oh, do you know what, we're scared because
not
you're
at any
doing
point
something which
have I said
isn't
that.
unlawful, you'd come and arrest me. But because it's legal, I can understand the concern. Don't get me wrong. I'm not
Lovely.
I'm not
I'm glad that
yeah,
you
I'm
do.
not being
Thank you.
antagonistic, right, or anything like that. Yeah, of course I can understand the concern, but because it is legal, the concerns doesn't outweigh my right.
Here's where it gets interesting. The auditor is calm, informed, and articulate. He knows he's on solid ground legally, and you can tell it unsettles the officers. Instead of de-escalating, they double down with repeated questions, trying to get him to contradict himself. This is a common tactic. Create confusion, then claim non-compliance. But the auditor doesn't flinch. He stays factual, not emotional. In many ways, he's handling this better than the officers trained in de-escalation. If you were in his shoes, would you keep filming or walk away?
You didn't see this.
Notice the auditor is more measured and knowledgeable than the trained officers. He acknowledges their concerns while firmly holding his ground. The sergeant wants compliance dressed up as conversation, but the auditor isn't budging.
So therefore, you're coming, you're talking to me, yeah? And that's what you're supposed to do. If you want to turn around and say, oh, we want to try to figure out what you're doing and stuff like that.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, no, that's just what I'm trying to say to you. Yeah, then that's fine. And if that's the case, and you've figured out that I'm doing a legal activity, then that should be the end of the conversation, really. I mean, you can come, you can give your opinion, you can tell me whatever you want to tell me, but all I'm going to say to you is, I ain't doing nothing wrong. And top and the bottom of it is that
I get that's what you're saying. We're just asking you why you're not doing anything wrong.
because
You
it
said you're
says
doing
so, it's a law.
No, you've said
Well,
you're doing
the
a
law-
social experiment. We've said what sort of experiment you're doing. That's all we've asked you.
No,
There's a lot of things that are not legal.
Hold on.
Listen a second. I could go home.
No, actually, I don't have to listen a second, but I'll let you
But
carry
I
on.
thought you said we're having a
No,
conversation.
I'll let you carry on. Well, it's
That's
not
how
a
conversations
conversation with consent. You guys have come up to me to stop me filming legally, and then you're
But we
trying
don't-
to
we don't
say
know that
stuff
until
to
we
me.
speak to you.
Okay, but now you're trying to put your opinion onto me, which isn't what.
You said we're having a conversation.
Yes,
Conversations go two ways.
I know, but didn't you hear what I just
If
said?
it doesn't go both ways, it's just someone talking to someone.
Yeah, but does it have to be that I have to stand and listen to what you got to say? You're asking me stuff. I'm saying to you that if you want to ascertain, oh look, loads more. Can I get numbers and
You
stuff?
can see the numbers on the shoulders. You see
So
the names on
are
the
they
name
are they
badges.
going to identify?
No, I spoke to us earlier.
Okay, fair enough.
Right,
Even though you should
let
identify
me just
again.
explain where I am with this.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
I know you've explained this is a social experiment.
Yep.
We've got no way of actually testing that, really.
Well,
Yeah,
the
this
way
is
that
your
you're
opinion,
testing
and
it.
The fact
Okay,
that
let
this
you finish
is
first.
the fact that this is quite a vulnerable premises.
Mhm.
With police officers coming in and out. Quite recently, we've had quite a lot of attacks and people that have been attacked coming in and going out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell
Let's
you.
get straight into it.
VO4.
All right?
And here it
Yeah,
is.
yeah, I'm fine. I'm just
The turning
concentrating
point.
on the filming.
The sergeant
Can I
invokes
just
the
take the
Terrorism
numbers, please? Are you
Act,
filming me?
Section 43.
Yeah.
That section allows officers to search someone only if they have reasonable suspicion that the person is a terrorist.
We've only come out
Can I take
Filming in
your
public?
number, please?
Not
426
terrorism.
among the sergeants.
The National Police Chiefs Council has even issued memos warning officers not to use anti-terror powers for photographers.
Yeah.
The auditor literally has that memo in his bag,
With it being a premises
and
of
instead of
police
reading it,
officer,
the sergeant doubles down.
Yes.
Yeah, you come to engage
This
with me.
is the moment the encounter crosses the line
thank you
from
very much.
concern into
Police,
unlawful
where
detention.
police are,
Yeah.
the purpose of the search,
Okay.
is from the powers of the Terrorism Act.
Okay. Before you do that, can I just ask you to look in my backpack, in the pocket, in the back pocket, yeah? And there's a bit of paper in there, yeah? It's a NCPP police advice in regards to Terrorism Act.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I'll search you
No,
and
no,
find
I'm
that. So
just
what I'll
saying,
do
it's got the
is I've
Terrorism Act.
explained the
Okay,
reason
if you want to
behind
search me, that's
why.
fine.
If
That's
I'll
fine.
explain the
Okay.
reason behind why I'm going to search.
This is absolutely outrageous. Section 43 of the Terrorism Act allows officers to search someone they reasonably suspect to be a terrorist, not someone filming. The legal threshold requires objective grounds to be based on specific intelligence or behaviour consistent with terrorism. The National Police Chiefs Council has warned forces not to misuse these powers for routine photography, and the auditor literally has that guidance in his bag and the sergeant hasn't bothered to read it.
I don't agree to it, but okay.
I've
What
explained
can I
the
say?
power, right? And I've also told you my name. My name's Scott Manning. I'm one of the sergeants for the Territorial Support Group. We work out this building here in Chapel Heath.
And I just asked if you've got any credible information on terrorism.
Could I
ask you that?
just explain what I'm going to explain and you can talk to me after?
Okay, fair enough. Yep.
You're detained for the purpose of search, which means you can't leave at the moment. You're not under arrest.
Okay, yeah.
You can't leave until I've completed my search. When I've
Fair
finished, I'll fill out a stop slip, which will have all the powers listed on it and the reasons behind why. Okay, do you understand all of that?
I believe it's an unlawful search.
Well, I didn't ask you what your opinion was. I'm asking you, do you understand all of that?
When the auditor challenges legality, the sergeant responds with, "I didn't ask what your opinion was." That is pure contempt for rights. The sergeant doesn't see someone with legal protections. He sees a problem to be controlled. This is authoritarian policing caught on camera.
No? Okay, fine. Okay, I think I'll ask you to just take that.
Yeah,
for
can
a
I just put this on the floor then, please?
Yeah, it's fine,
Yeah?
yeah, it's fine. Right. What's your name, please?
I'm not going to give my name. I don't think so.
Because I'm not in uniform, mate. That's me.
Okay,
Alright.
no problem.
If you're chalice in the same building, I'll just assist with the search.
Yes, please. That one.
I'll do that.
You got anything on you you shouldn't have?
No,
Okay, you got anything on you that's sharp or could injure me or anything like that?
no. That's what I'm telling you about. Yeah. Police advice, suspicion of having reasonable grounds, suspicion, and all that. Yeah.
And reasonable grounds also comes from people not engaging with us and telling us what to do.
I do this on camera, but you can say differently. It's on camera. It's on camera. Oh, there you go. It's on camera. It's on your video camera as well. My engagement.
What, saying I'm doing an experiment? And then
Yeah,
you said,
of
what sort of
course. Well, that's an
experiment?
engagement,
You
isn't
said
it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
5 officers now surround a single man with a camera.
Concerned about.
Think about that power imbalance for a second. The auditor is
My
right.
comment will be
This
no,
is
I don't agree with it.
intimidation
Although,
disguised
yes,
as
I agree that
procedure.
you should come out and engage
One
with me.
officer
That's
even
perfectly
claims he
fine.
didn't
Yes.
engage
Yeah, no,
earlier,
that's fine.
which is
Yeah.
flat out false.
police station.
It's all on video.
Well, it's
When authority feels threatened by accountability,
it's a social
the narrative
experiment that I'm
always
doing.
shifts.
Yeah,
You're
so,
watching a real-time attempt to rewrite reality,
I mean, don't
and the
ask me
camera
like that.
is
I
the
mean,
only
have a
thing
conversation.
keeping the truth alive.
Experiment is then, please.
Should
Okay,
more
okay,
people
well,
film their police
there's,
interactions?
been some
Drop your
abuse
take
around
below.
People filming.
Shocking. 5 officers now surround one man with a camera. The auditor correctly calls this out. One officer even tries to claim the auditor didn't engage in the beginning. This is gaslighting while being filmed. The auditor engaged from the start. He explained his purpose clearly and stayed polite even under pressure. But because he wouldn't give his name and wouldn't stop, they're rewriting history. This video proves otherwise.
Yeah, but considering, are you finished with the search?
I've finished with the search. I've
Okay,
just got to
thank
carry on
you.
with our checks for that. So hang on
Okay,
just one minute.
yeah, finish away. Yeah, fine.
I think, I'm allowed to think, it's what I do, that this whole...
Can I pick up
this
my
whole-
camera?
Not a moment.
No,
This whole
okay.
scenario has been about you trying to provoke this.
No, not at all.
Well, that's what I
Well,
believe.
did I,
And I'm
was
allowed
I
to believe
rude?
that.
Was I rude
Not
to
at
you?
any point.
Oh, then. So why would I be provoking? See, that's what
I
I'm
think
saying.
you-
This is the powers that police advice, photography, section 43. You shouldn't be stopping me because I'm doing a legal activity. It says it there. It's a memo that's been sent out to you guys.
Yeah,
Yes,
you can read
try.
into anything
No,
as
but
much
yes,
as you
you-
like.
okay.
At the end of the day,
You are never conversation.
yeah. Fine. Can we do that one?
So we can
See
go
if
through
we've
it,
got
can't
a
we?
number or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Did you just call me boss?
Yeah, why not?
You called me boss. Why did you call me boss?
It's a lovely term of endearment, isn't it?
Why did you call me boss?
What would you like me to call you?
Well, I believe that I've just been unlawfully searched.
Right.
Yeah, under section 43. Yeah, I don't agree with 5 officers having to search me, considering I'm doing a legal. There's the bikes. There's the bikes. Let me
No
take a
one is
picture of these bikes.
suggesting-
Do you know something? Actually, you've done. Listen. 5 of you are standing here, so as far as I'm concerned, you've all searched me.
Okay,
Yeah, even though these guys, you were okay in the
I
beginning,
wanna
so I ain't got
clarify with you,
nothing,
on
no
film
issues
as
against
well.
you. This guy here, he's there telling me that I didn't engage in the beginning, but obviously the video will show differently. Yeah, I'm not a boss man or anything like that. Right, I think that's quite disrespectful.
Okay, what would you
Yeah,
like me to call you?
in saying that. Right, yeah, I do want to stop form
What would you like me
actually.
to call you?
And the thing about it is, yeah, you believe that you done illegal activity. I believe that it was an illegal
we'll
search.
have to agree
I
to
told you
disagree
about
on
the
that,
Section
won't we?
43 memo and all that sort of thing. I've got it in my bag
Yeah.
to show you. There's nothing that I've been doing. So
No one's suggesting that anything you've done is illegal, because if they
well
did,
then, so all you're
we
doing
would
is trying to get.
ask you if it's
This
legal.
moment
if
is
it's legal-
jaw-dropping.
If it's legal,
The sergeant says, "No one's suggesting you've done anything illegal. But if nothing's illegal, why invoke terrorism powers?" Under Section 43, reasonable suspicion requires objective evidence of potential terrorism, not discomfort, not curiosity. With that single line, the sergeant undermines his own authority. It's proof that this stop wasn't about safety. It was about control.
This extremely intelligent sergeant says, "No one's suggesting you've done anything illegal. If nothing was illegal, why use terrorism powers? You cannot lawfully use Section 43 without reasonable suspicion of terrorism. The sergeant just admitted there's no illegal activity, which means there were never grounds for the stop."
Either you
Information
talk or
on
I'll
me,
talk.
which
If we
is,
both talk at
it
the
doesn't
same
matter.
time, it'd be pointless.
Oh,
wouldn't it?
well then, that's why I wasn't talking earlier on, because I didn't make 2 of us talking at the same time. Yeah,
Well, you were
one
asked,
person at a
what
time.
are you doing? You said a social experiment. We said, what's the nature of that? And you refused to engage with us.
Okay.
Anyone can say it's a social experiment. You need to give us a
Okay.
little bit more.
So
you don't get
if
searched.
that's what you want to do, fine, do it to everybody. If they want to film, it's up to you. It's cool, whatever.
Sir.
It
You don't call me
is
sir.
what it is.
Sir, good?
Oh, do you know something? I'm just like gonna stand here now because it's too many questions. You.
Could I ask
too
you
many
some
questions.
questions?
Yes, you can.
Excellent. Okay, so I know that you don't agree with our grounds. Those are our grounds, and they're subjective. They're my grounds, okay? And I've explained them to you. If you want to challenge them, you can. But it's not about you filming. Filming was the reason we come over to speak to you.
Okay.
And then once we've gone into that reason behind why you're filming, this is why I've used those powers.
Okay. So you had credible information that I could be a terrorist.
How would I know?
Or was it just that you came out to
Credible
talk to me?
information?
No. Well,
If there was
let me-
credible
let me-
information, you'd have been arrested, wouldn't
let me just get this little bit of paper out again, which has the memo on it. Yeah. You haven't read it, have you? You didn't see this, did you?
No.
No. Well, I'm just going to read something to you, which it says in
Sir,
regards
what name would you like me to record
in
on this?
regards to suspicion.
What name would you like
Right.
me to record on this? What name
So
would you like
if you
me to
put
record on this?
I don't need my name, thank you.
Declined, yeah?
So the third one, or this one here, yeah. What is reasonable suspicion? Yeah, the code explains that reasonable suspicion must be based on objective facts or information. It can never be based on the personal factors alone. Okay.
I'm quite
So
happy with
have
that.
you got any objective facts?
Yeah.
What are they?
My objective fact is that you was filming outside a police station.
It's illegal.
which
It's a legal.
which could be-
It's legal.
Not at any point in here
It's-
does it
it's
say that
legal.
you've got to be acting illegally.
No, but
Here comes the knockout. The auditor reads directly from police guidance. Reasonable suspicion must be based on objective facts or information. It can never be based on personal factors alone. Then he asks, "Have you got any objective facts?" The sergeant responds with, "You were filming outside a police station." However, that's not an objective fact supporting terrorism suspicion. That's a description of lawful activity. Filming in public, as we all know, is a protected expression under the Human Rights Act. The sergeant has just revealed his reasonable suspicion, and it was nothing more than discomfort. That does not meet the legal threshold for Section 43. The auditor just destroyed his entire justification using the police's own guidance.
for me to film
you're
outside a police
absolutely
station, so why
right.
bother come out?
You're absolutely right.
Well, why
you're
come
allowed
out
to.
then? If I'm doing
This
something
is
which is
getting into an
legal,
argument which
well,
we're
I'm not
both
arguing.
never gonna
As
get
what you
into.
said earlier on, or this officer said, it's a conversation, and we've both got a conversation, so it's not an argument. Don't try to twist it, because he's already tried to twist stuff a little bit earlier on.
You're
Yep.
maybe trying to provoke us now.
Not at all. Not at all. So if that's the
Okay.
case, then
Well, what we
I'd
do-
advise you
what we
guys
do-
to go.
Well, once we finish, we will.
Okay, so I'm not trying to provoke you. I'll zip it, or shall you zip it? Which one?
I don't mind.
Yeah, zipping it.
Fine, okay. So you're not going to give us your name? You're not going to tell us where you come from. You're not going to try and put the officers inside that building at rest. The person outside is fine. There's no issues with them. All we know is what we see in front of us now. Your not civil duty to really help us to try and do the job a little bit better, to make us feel
That's all
reassured.
you wanted. If I would have agreed to that, you would have probably said, "All right, then no worries."
To make us feel
But
a
because
little
I
bit
didn't
more
agree to
reassured,
it,
you're not prepared to give
it
us
is
your
what it
name?
is, isn't it?
Is that what it is? You're not going to give us your name?
Even after finding nothing, this sergeant just keeps fishing. You're not going to give us your name. You're not going to tell us where you came from. Then the guilt trip. Your civil duty to help us feel comfortable, make us feel good. This is manipulation after an unlawful detention. The auditor committed no offence. The sergeant is trying to extract information through social pressure after his legal justification collapsed. When the auditor refuses, the sergeant frames it as unreasonable. You don't want us to feel reassured. The auditor holds firm throughout. He's not being difficult. He's refusing to normalise rights violations. If he gave his details after this unlawful stop, he'd be teaching those officers that abuse works. Instead, he's clearly drawing the line exactly where the law does.
Sorry? There's a man in jack boots. Lovely.
Oh, that's what you are, isn't it?
Jack boots worn by paratroopers.
I'm not talking to you, sir.
Right, there you go. There's your form. Alright?
Right. I'm sure you've got what you come for. I'll maybe see you another time. Okay? Thank you. Okay, fellas?
It's a walk of shame, gentlemen.
This case is a clear example of what happens when authority oversteps its bounds. Yardley Ski went out to film a lawful social experiment, calmly explaining his purpose, yet officers escalated the situation and detained him under powers meant for genuine threats. His actions weren't reckless, they were legal, transparent and entirely within his rights. By standing firm, citing official guidance and challenging the misuse of power, Yardley not only protected his own rights, but exposed a wider problem in modern day policing. His persistent
Let's recap.
You haven't read it,
A
have
citizen
you?
films
You
a
didn't-
public
you didn't see
building,
this, did you?
a lawful act.
Well, I'm just gonna
Officers
read something
approach,
to you, which it
question
says
him,
in
and
regards-
ultimately detain him
regards
under
to
a terrorism law
suspicion.
meant for real threats.
What
The
name?
sergeant
If you put-
fails
if
to
you put-
articulate
I don't need
reasonable
something.
suspicion,
So-
contradicts his
the
own
third one,
justification, and ignores
this one
official
here.
guidance
Yeah,
right
what
in
is
front of
reasonable
him. This
suspicion?
encounter highlights a
Yeah,
deeper
the code
issue.
explains
When
that
public
reasonable
servants
suspicion must
stop
be based
respecting
on
boundaries,
objective
citizens
facts
must
or
start
information.
enforcing them
It can never
with
be based on
cameras,
the personal
knowledge,
factors
and
alone.
persistence.
Okay?
I'm quite
So,
happy
If you
have got
found this
any
breakdown as
objective
intense
facts?
as we did,
What are they?
hit that like
My
button,
objective fact is
drop
that
your
you
thoughts
filmed
below,
outside
and
the
don't
police
forget to
station.
subscribe
If
for
it's
more
illegal-
real-life
if it's illegal-
body cam
it's
breakdowns,
legal.
where the footage speaks louder than words.
No, but